Alrighty, so let's continue on with our week 2 work. So you've just finished your Freed Code Camp, part 1. So now let's get into the next one. Now this title can mean a little clickbaity, if you know that word, which is make people click into it. So maybe you read this and you thought, how to learn AI in 17, that's all it's going to take. I'm going to know everything. Well, of course not. But there is a technique. And so the first thing you're going to do here is it, and I give you a little description of what this is going to cover as far as and by the way, this is one of my favorite YouTubers that I watch. And just if you haven't heard me say this, you can always go over and click into it directly into YouTube, but you can also watch it inside a Canvas. So the MIT monk is one of my favorites. So he talks about how, you're not behind, right? That there is still people are just now learning how to use AI. And the idea here is to help you increase your technique for the way you prompt. And this is something I know for me, the better I am at prompting, the better output I get. And so the MIT monk talks about in this video, and I definitely recommend watching the whole thing because you're going to need it for the work that you're about to do. So, just to be clear, too, and I should have said this to start into this item. So, unlike the item before that, which was an assignment that you submitted, this is a discussion. Matter of fact, these next two items are discussions. Okay. So in this case, you're going to watch the video here that teaches you this AIM framework. There is different ways I've heard this talked about, but in this case, actor, input, mission. And so this is the way you organize your prompts to get good output, and then you treat it as a sparring partner. Now, this part of the sparring partner is kind of interesting, and I will be interested to see your results for this. Okay. So, and you're sparring against its first answer. So here's round one, right? So first, watch the video, right? Definitely. I mean, and here's the deal. I get this too. Like I speed up videos. I will speed them up and watch them faster. Maybe you watch me faster, which is cool too, or listen to me faster. It's really whatever works for you. So open up your favorite AI assistant, right? You know which one I use. I've shown it before, right? Give it the laziest, most generic prompt you can think of related to web developments. I mean, we've already covered quite a few topics. I mean, anything you want, right? Then read the boring, buzz-filled response. Note how generic, unhelpful it is, and you do not need to post this one, but do it, right? So you be the vending machine, the bad prompt. So now make sure you have watched the video and learn what AIM is, right? So now use the framework, right? So give it so actor, so who, right? Give it a specific persona, right? Give it context, right? What do you want to, and give, the more you tell it, the better your response. Give it a mission, give it a specific code, and then submit that prompt into whatever you're using, right? And if it gives you a better response this time, remember the whole, debugging your thinking, do not accept the first draft. Then reply to the AI, push back, give it specific criteria, right? But I mean, this is one way you could do it, rewrite it, but you must include a metaphor about a broken toaster. I mean, there's just different ways to spar, right? So you're really learning just the idea of predictive, and that the confrontation here can make it better. That's the goal, right? So now what you're going to do is you're going to create a post, right? So share the process with the class that includes, your AIM post or prompt, right? How did you frame it? What was your prompt? How did you put together your AIM prompt? And then your sparring commands. What did you say to the AI, right? And then post the final polished response. So these are the three pieces that you're going to put in your response. Okay, and then read through your classmates, reply to at least one person with the AIM persona you think worked the best, right? Which AIM persona do you think worked the best? Did their sparring commands actually improve the final, or did the AI get confused? And then here's the way I grade this. So in this case, you only have to do one reply. Make it substantive. Again, I'm going to say this, comment on somebody who hasn't had one done. So this is how I will grade this one. Okay, I hope you have fun with this. I hope you really do spend the entire time watching this content, because I think this is something that people naturally feel right now is I'm behind. How do you learn AI in 17 minutes? Okay. How do you learn to maybe be more effective? Right. And then in your posts, besides doing this, you could talk about how you feel like your prompting is effective and how do you approach it. That'd be something else you could share in here. Okay, I hope this helps you.